All right, everybody, Adam here with Just the Tips, and here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bart Romano, the director of golf for True Blue, Caledonia, and now the Steve Dresser School. Bart, thanks for taking time with us today.
Absolutely, Adam. Always a pleasure.
Listen, man, Mike and me and the girls just spent 2 days at the Golf Academy here at True Blue at Steve Dresser School. What an incredible opportunity. We really appreciate it more than you guys know. How did you guys come to partner with and acquire the Steve Dresser School?
Absolutely. Well, thanks for being here, first of all. We've been business partners with Steve for 17 years, and he's getting to the point where he kind of wanted to back out of the managerial role and just do some teaching. So there's an opportunity. The Steve Dresser Golf Academy is on the property of True Blue, so it made perfect sense for us to kind of move into that operations role here at the golf school and take over the management. And Steve's still teaching, and the staff is still all here. Incredible staff, great guys, great instructors. Most importantly, but it's been a lot of fun.
So the Steve Dresser School has been here for how many years?
It's 18 years now.
18 years. Has an unbelievable reputation as one of the top golf instructional destinations in the greater Myrtle Beach area. What do we call this? The Hammock Coast, right?
The Hammock Coast, absolutely.
Right. So now with your leadership and partnership, what can we expect that's going to be new, different, better here at the academy?
We're doing it's going to kind of be a lot of the same. Steve's built up a wonderful reputation over the years. He's been doing this since 1989 as far as operating the golf school. What we're just bringing to the table is really just kind of pushing the marketing, kind of getting the word out there via social media and advertising, different marketing techniques. But it's a lot of club fittings, private instruction, golf schools, clinics. We do it all. It's kind of a one-stop shop. You can take your lesson here, get fitted for clubs here, go across the street, play True Blue and Caledonia. It's kind of a no-brainer for us.
Yeah, no kidding. How many instructors do you have here?
We have 5 full-time instructors currently. I'm assuming by the beginning of next year, we'll probably be up to 6 or 7.
So we were very, very fortunate. We were blessed to have Stuart and Dave as ours instructors. And, one of the questions that we kept asking them is that we gave them, I thought, a pretty healthy task. Not on purpose, just the way it worked out. But we brought a 15-year-old that's just getting into golf, a 16-year-old that's, going into her second year of high school golf. My daughter, who's a D3 golfer, but going in as a freshman. Mike, who in the last 2 years has gone from a 17 to a 6 handicap. And me, who's trying to knock those last couple of strokes off a scratch. And those boys did an amazing job with each and every one of us, making not only us comfortable, but the way they were able to pivot from one person's needs to another was unbelievable. It was impressive.
No, absolutely. In my short time over here since February, you see all the gamut. High-level collegiate golfers, mini tour players, to people that don't have clubs yet because they're literally just starting. 5, 10, 15, 20 handicaps all across the board. You see it all, and those guys, all 5 of them are excellent. And I mean, that even includes 6-year-old juniors all the way up to, 85-year-old seniors.
Actually, over at Caledonia the other day, we met the number 81 8-year-old in the world. So, like I said, when we think about young kids,
that was a ranking.
I guess it is. His mom was very excited for him. But the long story short is when we talked to our instructors, they said, "Hey, listen, the reason that we can pivot so easy, we've been junior golfers, we've been player improvement players, we've been playing professionals. We know what it's like to be in your shoes." And I think that's why we had such a great group experience. Everybody came back saying the same thing. They helped me with exactly what I needed.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And that's, the instructors are incredible at finding that out and what that is, and then getting to the root of it very quickly, and then allowing you enough time to work on it while you're here. When you leave, you have a clear, angle of attack and what you're going to try to work on.
So talk a little bit about the technology you guys have here. That was one of the things I was very impressed with. I mean, as more, country clubs and things, they start investing in some technology. We're more used to seeing a G Quad or something on the range. I'm not used to this level of technology. I was really, really impressed. Was that a conscious decision, or is it just what the world needs right now in instruction?
Right now, I mean, that's the way the world's going. Those numbers have become more important than ever at the professional level, and obviously even at the amateur level. It's very important, more important than anything, besides filling your head with a bunch of launch numbers, spin rates, et cetera, et cetera. It's very important in the fitting process to get you fit into the perfect set of irons or driver or 3-wood, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. Those numbers are, I want to say the be all end all, but that's 75% of what's going into what club, what manufacturer you're going to get. Because it's just, that's having those quad pros out there and launch monitors. And we use JC video, and there's a lot of techniques you can use on that. But having those numbers for the fitting process is super important.
It was so much fun because there was a bunch of different things that I'd never seen before that really made it clear to me, for what I'm trying to accomplish. And then the guys were like, "Hey, you got your daughters here. Your dad's. It's going to be important for you to continue to help them with their instruction. So take a look together, guys. This is what they're working on. This is where they need to get to, and here's the drills that you can help them with." It was really empowering as a dad who's not a golf pro, but has helped my daughter, with her game. And it was just, like I said, the guys, they couldn't be better. And that use of technology made it very clear to all of us, like, oh, this is why my hip hurts when I'm done playing. It's not I have a bad hip because I have a bad swing. If I just fix my swing, my hip will stop hurting. So that's awesome.
No, absolutely. And like I said, that's kind of the key. I'm a dad, and we get it. No kid wants to listen to dad.
It's true.
So if it's coming from the instructor through you, that's a different story.
Yeah.
You can tell them it till you're blue in the face. And it may be the same exact thing. But, as I know my son and my daughter, I could be saying that, they're not having it. So coming from the instructor, it makes a difference.
Huge. Back to the club fitting. I mean, one of the things that I find awesome is not only do you guys have every manufacturer here, but you also have, a pristine grass range where, most of us are used to, hitting off the mat in the back of a store to get our feedback numbers. It's really impressive to be able to get out onto the actual terra firma and see what these things do at impact.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's the big selling point, and that's one of the reasons why you should come get fit at the Steve Dresser Golf Academy, is because we do have that range. You can see the ball flight for yourself and not just rely on what the video is saying or what the TrackMan or Quad Pro is saying. You can see it for yourself. So the numbers are going to verify what you think is right, but the ball unfortunately doesn't lie.
Yeah, it's awesome. So speaking of this unbelievable facility, it's on the back half of the range at True Blue. You really can't see it from the range side. You can see the school off of 15 green. But the thing that becomes immediate apparent is Mike Strantz designed this area, this driving range, and you guys have a pond in the middle of your driving range.
No comment.
Only Mike Strantz. You even get Strantz at the driving range. I go, all right, that's a little unique. But it is a gorgeous facility. I mean, aesthetically, it's very pleasing. It's very private. It's extremely easy to get to. Here's the last thing that I got, and this is something that I think everybody should know. When I think about taking a lesson, it's with my local PGA pro. It's because something is going wrong. He'll identify that, and sometimes I have to make a big move that takes days or even weeks to implement. Mm-hmm. That wasn't the case here. The guys understood. We're in the middle of a golf vacation. We're playing almost every day. I can't make a big swing adjustment, but the stuff that they taught us was we were able to take to the course immediately. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is, like, don't be scared to come down and book your golf school right in addition to playing these spectacular courses at True Blue and Caledonia.
No, absolutely. And that's, and our instructors have worked with traveling golfers for years and years. And, our morning golf schools are awesome for that. They come out and get some instruction, whether it be the short game days, full swing days, and you can kind of take all that right into your round of golf, and they'll come and it's 9 to noon, and then they'll have instruction, grab some lunch, and they'll have a tea time at True Blue or Caledonia that afternoon, and it doesn't ruin their trip because they're working on some major swing change.
Yep.
Again, this it's more than a Band-Aid. I don't like to use that term. It's instruction that's going to get you in the right direction, but it's not going to ruin your time on the golf course afterwards.
So, from being from the Northeast, we played bent grass. When we get down south here, we're playing on Bermuda. And one of the things that I thought was extremely helpful was we took time talking about how to get out of the deep Bermuda, how to read grain, how to use bounce in a different way that we're not used to up north. And, again, we get down south and we struggle. We play these beautiful courses and, when we get some big scores, Mike want to let you know that he goes out right after golf school, shoots his best round ever at Caledonia, 78. He hits the green on number 18 for the first time ever. And 3 or 4 of those shots were things he learned in the morning and he used in the afternoon.
Well, congrats, Mike, first of all. Yeah. I mean, that's fun to hear that. That is awesome. And that's why these guys do it, and that's why we're here.
There you go. Maybe 1 or 2 things that everybody back home should know about the Steve Dresser School.
Just, we're located right on the property at True Blue, so it's easy access. If you're staying on the Hammock Coast, Myrtle's Inlet, Pawleys Island, we're close by. Plenty of restaurants, shops, a little bit of everything, plenty of golf. Yeah, we had, so trying to make improvements. We're moving forward every single day, and it's been a lot of fun. That is the atmosphere here. It's not stuffy. It's not pretentious. Everyone here is laid back, enjoys the game of golf, loves the game of golf, and loves working with people. So it's been a great opportunity for myself to actually get to see it firsthand over the last 6 months. So I'm looking forward to what the future brings.
Yeah, Bart, really from all of us who got a chance to go through it, from Mike and Taylor and Leighton, myself, my daughter Madison, we want to thank you guys firsthand for having us down. The things that we learned here will carry with us the rest of our lives. And again, we just want to tell the folks out home, back home, come down, book your tee times, get yourself involved in the school down here. See their outstanding pros, take advantage of the technology, lower your score on your golf vacation your next time you're in the greater Myrtle Beach area. Bart, I really appreciate it, man.
It was always a pleasure, man.
There you go.
Appreciate you being here.
Just the tips.